All right, yay! We're recording. Okay, welcome to our weekly team huddle. I'm so excited to be here with you guys tonight. I'm actually in Florida, and I am sitting here with my best friend, Aspen Emry, who also happens to be the senior field development regional for It Works. She actually works at corporate. So we have a super special treat tonight. She's not just on the other end of the computer, she's sitting right here next to me. So we wanted to just come in here tonight, especially with some of these promos, and just talk to you guys a little bit about like how to utilize this promo and how to really take it to build your business. So a couple of housekeeping things before we get started, before you guys get to hear from Aspen. And I want to tell you a little bit, just her backstory, and I'm going to have her share too a little bit too. But if you haven't heard yet, corporate just announced that if anybody joins your team starting today through Saturday, next Saturday, the 14th, I can't believe it was like a week and it wasn't just like 2 or 3 days. I was so excited about that they get the Fit Pack 15 for free. And it was funny because when they announced it, I was like, oh, sweet, the Fit Pack 5. And Aspen's like, no, not 5, 15. So it is such an amazing deal, you guys. So if you hadn't heard that, that's going on right now. So that is what we really wanted to center this Zoom around tonight, is just being able to give you tips and tricks on how to utilize this to build your business. I met Aspen, gosh, when was it, like 9 years ago?
Yeah,
7?
2009. So is that 9 years? I wasn't a
I don't
math
know.
major. I feel like if you carry the one, it was 9 years.
Okay, it was 9 years. It was 10 years. It was almost 10 years ago. And I was in another business. Most of you guys know that. And I had left that business because I had moved across country. And I had a girlfriend that called me up that had said, you need to check out this new thing that I'm doing. But I need to get you on the phone with this other girl. So Aspen called me and we just immediately clicked, and she was my upline, taught me everything that I knew about the industry, about how to be successful in the company, and then the company went under, okay? And so that's kind of where I was when I found It Works, is I swore off the industry, but this is the girl, you guys, that I always talk about in that story. And so I'd love for you just to introduce yourself, tell them a little bit about you, and then we can kind of get into the nuts and bolts.
Yeah. So I'm from Nebraska originally, and like she said, I met her through the industry. I've got 5 kids and was a high school teacher when I was introduced to the industry. I had quit my teaching job after my first son was born, and I had 3 boys, a newborn, a 1-year-old, and a 3-year-old, when you can say I was ripe for someone to talk to me. So if you're new, and even if you're seasoned, you're going to hear us say a lot that it's really hard to say the wrong thing to someone who's the right person. You can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And so when I look back at what this girl at church said to me about this new business that she had joined, I kind of laugh inside, because I'm like, in hindsight, it's obvious that she was so new. But I didn't know I was looking for something. But when she opened her mouth and started talking to me about what could happen if I built a business from home, I was open to it. Because at the time, I was home with my boys, but in order for us to be able to afford to do that, I was cleaning 9 houses a week. So over 40 toilets that weren't ours, I was scrubbing with a screaming baby, a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old going with me. And so I was at a place where I didn't know that I was looking for something until somebody opened their mouth and said something. And so that's why I always encourage people, you never know when you're going to be that angel in their inbox. You never know, even though they're putting these amazing pictures up on Facebook of them and their little kids, or of them and just their life, and it looks amazing. Maybe on the inside, they're crying out and hungry for something. And so I won't go into all the details of building, but I knew that day that even though I had no clue how to build a business, something that stuck out to me was that girl had said, you don't have to be smart to do this. You just copy people who've done it well, and that's all you do. And I was like, okay, I can do that. So show me some people who are killing it. I am not someone who joined and just wanted a few hundred a month. You'll hear us say a lot that that's what most people joined for. And I was going to be happy with that. But when I start hearing that other people were making $5,000, $7,000, and even $10,000 a month, I was like, I've got big dreams. I'd love to be able to take my kids to Florida for a month, which is exactly what we're doing right now, why we're here. I had these big dreams. So I was like, show me some people who are doing that. And I just want to know what they're doing. And even though parts of that might be uncomfortable because I've never done this before, I don't care. It's kind of uncomfortable crawling around, scrubbing other people's toilets with a baby strapped to your chest. So I was like, I'll do something uncomfortable if it's going to get me what I want, get me what I think the Lord wants for me. I'm a Christian, so I'm always open to maybe God's going to maybe ask me to do something that's not so comfortable. And I knew my little boys, deserved that. So I've built in the industry. I've built to the top of companies. I've made those huge checks that I had only heard about. But I've also helped a lot of people earn 300, 500, 3,000, 5,000, 50,000, whatever the number is. So I've seen the good and I've seen the bad. I've seen everything in between. And I was so excited when I was given the chance a year and a half ago to interview for a corporate position. Because the great thing about what I do now is I hop on things like this and I get to teach people how to build the business, how to believe in themselves, how to create a sense of urgency, like all the things that worked for me, the small town girl that lives literally in the middle of a cornfield in Nebraska that had all these little kids dropped her. I mean, by the time I started building, I was pregnant again with another boy. Like, it's just, there's not much to do in Nebraska, you guys, if you've never been there. So we have a lot of kids, and I'm here now and I get to teach people all over the US how to do it, how to not overthink it, how to not make it scary, and how normal, everyday people can really kill it in this business. And I will tell you this, if you haven't figured this out yet, because maybe you're new, some of your besties will come from you getting out there and building your business. I never would have thought that some random girl on the other end of the phone was going to end up being my best friend. So just be open and be willing to, step out there and do things that might be a little bit scary.
I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's talk about, so I know when I think of you and when I think of like when you were building like urgency and that sense of urgency, you built so fast and you built so strong, and everybody in your team was like also building fast and strong and like had that same structure too. So here's the thing, you guys, when corporate puts out a promotion like this, enroll and get the Fit Pack 530 for free, right? This is a way for us to build our businesses. This is a way for us to expand, to double. Cami talks about get your one, get your three. You guys can literally double your teams with a promotion like this in a week. So, okay, how would you say when you were first starting out that you like, just tell me a little bit about like how you created that urgency and then like, start there and I'll ask the next question.
Okay. I always answer like 5 questions ahead too. I'm like, wait a second. So creating urgency is important, and it doesn't mean be frantic and crazy. Okay. But creating urgency is just a way to generate excitement. It's kind of this invisible thing that goes on. And I will tell you from experience that it's just as much work to do this fast as it is slow. It's about talking to people. It's about reaching out there. But when you're going a little bit faster and you're being intentional to talk to more people, think about it. You could talk to 15 people in a month, 15 people in 2 weeks, 15 people in a week, or you could just talk to 15 people tomorrow and just like spare yourself dragging this out so long. So I just kind of had that mentality of I'm going after my goal. I'm not going to mess around just thinking about it. I'm busy. And you don't have to be a mom to be busy. So if you're sitting there going, well, I don't have all these kids, you're busy if you've got 2 jobs. You're busy if you've got 1 job. You're busy if you've got a job and a dog and, a car to wash. I don't know what it is for you, but I just knew that I needed to get into motion. And I also knew that something started happening when I was reaching out to people going, hey, I just started this new gig and all I know is it's a big stinking deal and I'm going to make a boatload of money. I would love to have you come with me. And they were like, okay, I have no idea what this girl's talking about, but she just talked a mile a minute on the phone. I think I'm going to go have coffee with her and check it out. It just created this curiosity rather than going, well, I'm kind of doing this thing. And if sometime in the next like 6 to 8 months, we could have coffee, if I'm still doing it, I'll tell you about it. It was like, no, I was like, hey, listen, I got to do this. And there's an ambassador in this company, which is our top rank, one of our top 20 income earners, that she literally used to sit at Starbucks and she'd have all her friends and contacts, people that she wanted to talk to, meet there. And she'd be like, they'd sit down and she'd go, listen, I'm going to the top of this company. Do you want to go with me or do you not want to go with me? No big deal if you don't want to, but see that guy standing behind you? He's my next appointment. And I think he's going to want to go with me. And people just kept signing up and signing up. And it took her 7 months to go to the top. So creating that urgency was amazing. And when corporate puts out a special like this, a promotion, they're basically helping you sweeten the pot a little bit. Because even at $99, guys, our company that we were in last was $999, okay, to sign up for it. So a stranger, me, talks to her on the phone, and she's sitting on the other end of the phone, and I don't know that she secretly thinks it's crazy that her friend signed up for this business. She's got a notebook there, and she's going to write down all the dumb things that I say and call her friend and say, you should unsign up for that. And by the end of that phone call, she spent $1,000 to join the business. So $99 is a steal when that's what our kit is. But when our company is throwing in the Fit 15 with all that, number one, it's an exciting thing to reach out to people about, going, oh my gosh, I know that I blew up your inbox 2 weeks ago, but I can't go to sleep without sending you this message because there is a deal going on that's going to expire on such and such a date. And I would feel terrible if I didn't at least tell you about it and you missed out. And so whenever we have something like this, fun things, this is a big one. Like, I hope you guys know, if you're new, we do good ones and a little bit better ones and extra better. Like, then we do like boom, like this is a boom, big one. This is a lot of stuff. People like free things. Okay. I put extra stuff in my cart when I'm shopping online just to get the free stuff. And I end up spending triple what I was going to spend just to get the free hat at the end of the deal. Okay. So when you tell people they're throwing this in, it's huge. The biggest thing I want people to know is, as distributors, which is what y'all are if you're on here, obviously, don't be thinking, okay, well, good, because I was booked tomorrow and, Wednesday, that was my day off, and Thursday, I've got some time, so I'm just going to hammer this out on Saturday before it ends. You are robbing yourself of momentum and growth if you do that. Your goal should be, okay, and I'm not trying to boss you around. Okay, my yellow's coming out. I don't want to boss you around and tell you what to do, but I'm going to do a little bit. Your goal should be to crank this out tomorrow, okay? Why? Because in this business, we already talked about urgency, but we also care about other people enough to do what's best for them. And you want to enroll some distributors because what's best for them. So let's just say you get 3 friends in tomorrow, 3 coffee shop friends, church friends, Facebook friends, whatever it is, they sign up tomorrow. You've done them such an amazing favor because there is still time for them to contact their friends and say, oh my gosh, I just signed up for this thing. All I know is these products are amazing. And I'm going to go make $1,000 a month and I'm running for this awesome bonus. And I just got all this free stuff and I can't sleep if I don't get you in on this bus going with me. You've allowed them to get started with it works while the promotion is still happening. So remember, this isn't just about you budgeting out your time of talking to people. This is your opportunity to give them the gift of getting in during this promotion. So don't wait until the last minute to plan time to be intentional about it.
Yeah, for sure. And here's the thing, you guys, you can go Ruby this month. Like, it's only the 9th of the month. And if you're sitting here today and you're like, well, I don't have a single distributor on my team, that's why using this sense of urgency, go get your 3 distributors that you need frontline, okay? And then we're going to help them each. How about not just promote one executive, but we're going to help all 3 of them, like she said, turn around and start talking to their friends and getting their friends in, all during this promo. Mm-hmm. So by the 14th, you're already going to have their structure for it. And then you can have the whole rest of the month to work on volume, launch them, get them started, and all that stuff. So if you guys are somebody that is going after this $1,000 bonus, I did it in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I know, obviously, Aspen being from corporate, she's seen so many people go Ruby in their very first month or in their first 2 months in this company and earn this bonus. So if that is like a goal of your guys's, like, you can do it. but it takes that action, what she was just talking about. It's one thing to be on the Zoom. I'm so proud of you guys. But now it takes action on the other side of that, getting off of the Zoom, sending messages, picking up the phone, calling people. So, okay, what was the next question I wanted to ask? Oh.
Well, and I was going to say too, just remember, especially if this is kind of foreign to you, figuring out how this works, just remember, it's not only you going Ruby, you know, it's the power of leveraging your time. It's the power of working together. It's all the pieces of this puzzle. So by you in the next few days, getting a couple friends in at this promo, and then we still will have a couple days for them to each get a couple friends started. Everybody's kind of talking to a few customers. I mean, seriously, this is not an exaggeration, but literally by the end of the month, I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have, please hear me when I say 18 or 19 people on your team. Okay, if even if you're new, you know, or 18 or 19 new people, even if you've been in a while, think about it. You get a couple, each of them get a couple, each of them get a couple. I mean, I've done the math with 3 before. If you got 3, they got 3, their 3 got 3, and the last 3 got 3. That's 120 some people. All just because you got 3. And so just remember, we're not talking like addition, we're talking exponential growth, and it happens quicker than you think. And everybody that you talk to knows a lot of people that you don't know. Okay. And not that all their friends are going to say yes, because quite frankly, that doesn't happen all the time, but they'll get a handful and everybody will get just 1 or 2 people. And it's amazing how quickly it snowballs. And before you know it, you go, I was shooting for Ruby, but I actually went past it a little bit.
Okay, so before I move on to the next question, there was something that you said earlier just about creating urgency, and we're kind of talking to the new people, but I guess my question for you would be like, there's some people on here that aren't brand new, or maybe they've been in for a couple months. What would you say to like that they can start reaching out to create urgency right now? Because we just talked about like what we would say if we just started.
Yeah.
So like somebody who's been in for a couple months to kind of maybe they're like, all right, I'm ready to go now. How to get that urgency back?
Couple things, and I hope I remember both, but I love honesty. Okay. I love honesty. So one thing I like to say to people is, I know that I've talked to you before and it wasn't the right fit for you, but I'm reaching out to you again because I want to let you know what we've got going right now. So kind of that I'm going to come back to it approach. With the honesty part that I was saying is I remember saying to people, I want to let you know that you've been on my list for a while and I keep skipping over your name because honestly, I've been a little bit intimidated to reach out to you, but I've decided today I'm not going to have any fear whatsoever because this promotion we've got going is too huge and I think you'd be great at what we're doing. So I say that to people. I'm not afraid to say, hey, I talked to you when I'd been in this business for 5 minutes and I kind of feel like I butchered the conversation. Can I have a do-over? You know, so if you've got people like that where you maybe feel like, okay, well, I've already talked to them and they think I'm a big dummy, go back to them and say, I kind of feel like maybe I was a big dummy 6 months ago. Use it as an opportunity to freshly move out. Say, hey, I know you were kind of on the fence about the keto coffee a while ago. And, you know, you've been watching my posts and commenting on Instagram and things like that. And, you know, I know that money was, maybe money was tight, you know, if they've told you that before, just say, but I love to share with people a good deal, you know, and that's the thing. It's the mindset. Last year at Green Carpet, Ashley and I and a handful of other people were out to dinner with another ambassador in this company. And I remember her saying to someone who said, I'm really scared to message people. And she said, if you're scared to message people, you need to stop for a second. Stop. Because fear means that you've made it about you. Like, oh, I need this person. I need to get them. I need one more. I need this. Me, my check, my promotion. Okay. She's like, if you're scared, it's about you. So I need you to like reframe that real quick. Think about it a little bit differently and remember that you're offering something to them of huge value. We all know like what the business is of value, right? That's the big picture, which is what we know. But even on a small scale, there's big value in the savings you're offering them. So you're doing what's best for other people. when you don't hesitate to reach out for the second or the third time when they've been liking your stuff or they're in your funnel, or maybe they're just on your mind. Like there's a reason those couple of people won't leave your mind. And if you're a believer in a God thing, that's God putting them on your heart. If you're not, and that's not your thing, there's still a reason that they're there. And you can even say that, like, I don't know, but I know I'm supposed to say something to you. I've literally had people say, they've had the other person respond and say, you were the angel in my inbox today. So don't be afraid to admit if you botched it. Use this as an opportunity to reach back out to people who've kind of been watching for a while. Hey, I know you said no back in December. It was crazy with the holidays, but would you be willing to take another look? Here's what's going on.
So I always feel like after a promotion, you guys, like what you just said about that fear thing, I always feel like if somebody were to reach out to me on Sunday and say they were ready to join, I would feel so bad that they didn't get in during this promo. And that's how I want all of you guys to feel right now while you're messaging. Make it about, like she said, about other people. Don't make it about you and what you need. We have something of value to add. And so have the standpoint of like, oh my gosh, if somebody joins my team next week, I'm going to feel terrible because they don't get this Fit Pack 5 for right now. So that's why you want to message 15. So that's why you want to message as many people as you can and talk to as many people as you can right now. So you don't have to feel bad on Sunday when somebody says they want to join your team and they just get the kit, right? Well,
and something that we didn't talk about that I was going to say on here, and it's just going to be literally like 1 minute, but I just want you to know that whether you think you can hit your goal this month or not, like whatever, we all know you can, and I can sit here and pour this into you that you can, but I'm asking you to please not take July off from your business. I know it's tricky sometimes. I mean, we're sitting here with the beach view out here and we're not taking July off. We just go sit and listen to the ocean waves while we do stuff. Don't take this month off. And I'm telling you that because I have the inside scoop on what's coming the rest of the month. And I'm telling you, get some people signed up with this promo. Do it early so you can get their people signed up with this promo and help their people's neighbors, dogs, their people get signed up with this promo. Because I know what's next and next and next. And then we've got Florida green carpet. Okay. We're not going to leave green carpet and be like, peace out, have fun. No, something's coming. Okay. All right. So I can't tell you any more than that. We're recording. And even if we weren't, I'm a secret keeper. Ashley even knows that. She's like, can you tell me anything? I'm like, no, don't even ask me. But I'm just saying this month has the potential to be so powerful. And even one extra person on your team before some of this stuff happens is a game changer. And I'm not kidding and I'm not exaggerating. So that's a side note.
All right, mic drop on that one, right? Get to work. Okay, so I want to leave you guys with a couple of things. And we have one more special guest that's going to join us in a minute. So if you could give them, think back to like days when you were building, like if you were going to message somebody right now about this promo, I know you've kind of already given some scripts just because you do that while you naturally talk.
Well, I'm trying to think if I got any more.
I know, but like, so if you were to reach out to somebody right now, what would you say to them?
Okay. I think the key, and I'm going to have to kind of think about the specifics, but the key is talk to people like you would normally talk to people. Okay. So say, hey girl to people you'd say, hey girl to, but I'd probably reach out to my friend, my friend Kim and just say, hey Kim, I don't know if you've seen or not, if you've been watching me, if you saw my post today, I've been building a business with It Works. I'm super excited about something that we've just launched, and explain a little bit about the Fit 15. I'd have to think a little bit about exactly what I'd message because we obviously don't want to say too much, build a little curiosity. But I think the biggest tip I can give just off the cuff like this is talk like you normally would, okay? I think voice memoing them is huge, especially because there's a curiosity, they're going to want to play it, but they can hear that excitement in your voice. And I might even start with, hey, Ashley, I've got something super exciting that I want to tell you about. It'll take 3 minutes. When do you have time to listen to 3 minutes or hop on the phone or I'll FaceTime you for a second? Get that curiosity a little bit. I think that's the biggest thing. It's just being you. I mean, I went and built as fast and as well as I did, being the hot mess mom that didn't have it all together. And if you've got it all together, that's awesome. I feel like I could learn a lot from you about how to always have it all together. But I think just being you, because the worst thing that can happen is you don't message people because you're trying so hard to get it perfect.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know, send a message and say, hey, do you like free stuff? You know, hey, do you want to get skinny? Like, hey, I saw your post yesterday about your starting keto, or I saw your post, you know, notice something about them, you know, the way that people would approach me. And also remember, like when people message me about things, even if I don't want it, I don't sit here thinking all day long about how dumb they are and how much I hate their candles or their cooking. Like, I'm not thinking what they might be thinking I'm thinking. So remember that too, that whether people want to take advantage of this or not, really don't even worry about that. Be excited, use your own words, offer it up. You know, you're doing them a favor by letting them get in. Like she said, she'd feel guilty if they chose to join a week later just because they didn't know. And if they
didn't do my job.
Yeah. And if they are interested, it's like, well, that's okay. I don't always want the fries when I drive through McDonald's. You know, they offer them, but I don't hate that guy just because I don't want the extra stuff that he's offering. So keep that in mind. I know that's not like an exact script. I could think on it, and I know y'all probably have some good ones, but it's just advice.
Well, and I think, you know, like you said, you kind of already gave some examples in the very beginning. Like when she first started, you guys, so if you're brand new, pick up the phone, call your best friends. If you don't have your best friends, you know, in this business with you, your sisters, your cousins or whatever, get on the phone with them tonight and say, hey, I just started something. I have no idea if you're going to be interested or not, but we need to talk. Okay. Keep it super simple. The thing that if you've been in for a little while, my thing that I've always stuck to when I message is, hey, I'm not sure if you've seen what I've been doing, but I think you'd be awesome. We need to chat. Okay. The response is always, well, no, what are you doing? Or yeah, I've seen it. And then there's some sort of objection. But those would be my two things. And one of them I just stole from her because it's what she did. But I have another special guest that I'm going to bring on with you guys tonight. And just, she's going to kind of talk through some messages and some just different ways to post. So, Ambassador Diamond, Amber Parker, I met her the very first summer that I was in this business at a leadership retreat called Willow Creek, which is coming up in August. And I was just in awe of her and her leadership. And every time she speaks, I'm just like, oh, I just want to listen to her forever. She's a very, very dear friend, and she is amazing at not just saying that she's going to do something, but she does it. And that's the thing that I love about her. She kicks me in the butt every single time I need it. And even when I don't, she just like knows when I need it. So Amber, where are you at, girlfriend?
I'm right here. Hopefully you can hear me. If it gets a little loud in my house, I'm sorry. We're trying to keep the noise down. But
no, you're totally
fine. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. I don't see you though. Do you not have your camera on?
It's on.
It might be our connection. We've got kind of a yucky connection.
Okay, well.
Can you see me now? Can you see me now?
For some reason, it probably everybody else can. Okay, everybody. Oh, there we go. Okay, we just couldn't see you. Okay, so how would you go for it. What would be some of your tips on sending some messages for this promo and like who to message?
Okay, so first of all, who is every single person that you know? I love working green light, which is basically on Facebook, everyone that's online right now. And what that does is it allows you to work through a list pretty quickly. It also allows you to stay focused. So you're not being like, oh, let me look at this person and then scrolling through profiles. You're literally like going through a list or your Facebook list, whatever you want to do. Another thing that you guys, I'm really excited about, I share this with my team, but you guys have to be intentional when there's promos like this. So, and if not, even still, you have to be intentional. So this is inspired by one of my doubles, almost triples, Tamika Davis, and I'm loving it. Okay, not only do we have our steps of success, but this is it. Okay, you guys, 45 customers, 10 distributors this month. I've never done it, but because I haven't done it, why not do it this month, right? So, but that means I'm going to be intentional about my posting. I'm going to be intentional about my time on social media, and I'm going to be intentional about what I'm saying to who. Okay? Now, when we message about this promo, it does not have to be this huge elaborate, here's all this information stuff. I want to share with you guys literally word for word a 5-point close from a distributor that I signed up. All right. So she had commented on a post. I'm not sure what post. I wish I could remember, but I could probably go back. But it was from June when we had the Fit 15. And I just said, hey girl, thanks for commenting on my post. You know what's crazy is I've wanted to ask you to do what I do for a few weeks now. I was so scared. That's the truth. Okay. Anyways, are you working right now and how much income are you wanting? She responded, this is crazy because I was going to ask you for more info on what exactly you do.
No way.
I said, that's so crazy. I always love when things come together and are strong signs of great minds. I was in your same spot a few years ago, but I was skeptical to do anything because I didn't have any money to invest, okay? Now, when you guys are messaging, past, present, future. A couple weeks ago, I saw this on Facebook, and I actually didn't know that I was going to sign up for something like this. But now I'm signed up, and I'm really excited, and I got a Fit 15 free, and I want you to do this with me because in the future, we're both going to get $5,000 bonuses. Past, present, future. When you're taught, you guys have to paint a picture for people, okay? I also didn't want a huge startup fear or inventory that I was worried about selling another junk. When I tried a flagship product, I knew I was hooked and it was affordable. Plus, there's no risk. She was like, I understand. That's exactly how I'm feeling. So how does this work? I said, this would be so perfect for you. And this is kind of one of those ones, and I'll share it with Ashley, that I really go to a lot because when they say, how does it work? What do you do? I feel like nod your head yes if that's where you get stuck. You're like, what do I do? I work for a company called That Works Global, right? We kind of get stuck. So this is what I send. So this would be so perfect for you. So basically work from home or more like my phone and get paid to share products and start new customers and reps for a company. I wanted a few extra $100 a month, and you can say now it pays for my car payment. You can say now I make that $100 or I made that $100 immediately. Past, present, future. Okay. I'm looking for just 2 people who would like to invest $99 to launch their own business like I did. And with the risk-free opportunity with the Fit 15 for free right now, that would take this seriously and get paid. Does that like something you're ready for? The worst they're going to say is yes or no. She says, it does sound like something I would love to do. When am I able to start? So we can get you started tonight. I'm actually putting in some other orders right now. I can throw yours in too. She says, okay, the soonest I can have 99 is by Thursday. Would that be okay? I said, you bet. I can get all your info and we can finish it up on Thursday. What's your email address and home address? She sent it right over.
Boom.
So don't wait for them to keep asking questions like close. When they're like, yeah, that sounds great. We're going to be like, don't send them more information. The close is always perfect. I'm putting in some other orders I can throw yours into. What's your email address and home address? And you guys, I'm telling you, when you get confident in the close, they're going to start closing. That was a 5-paragraph close. 5. That was it. Bam, 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 bam. I could have sat there and been like, do you have any other questions? Well, here we 80 BB auto shipment and we have this. And like, no. If someone's not asking a question, don't answer it. Okay. So, when I do this, and I'm making sure that I'm putting value on it. Another great thing that I love about this product and this promo is that their kit comes in, and in 15 days, you guys, results sell. And if they use these products, they're going to have a before picture and an after picture. And so you can be maybe a little bit more red and say, listen, look, Stephanie, this is awesome. I'm looking for people who are dead serious, who want to do this business. What's going to come in your kit is a 15-day pack for free. Now, but here's the deal. I'm only looking for those people who are serious and willing to share their before and after pictures. Is that something you're willing to do? If they're like, nope. Okay, you know what? Let's get you set up as a customer because the people that I work with are really awesome and they are totally willing to be uncomfortable. And they might be like, wait, what? Like, I want in, hang on, right? And they might tip a little bit. The second thing that you can do is if they're like, oh, gosh, yeah, I'm willing to take pictures. I just can't, I don't think I'm going to share them. That's fine. Perfect. You guys, the only thing I want you to do is to use the Fit 15 in your first 15 days. So you have the next 15 days getting customers. Your results sell. And if as a distributor right now, every single person on this call hasn't ordered that Fit 15 themselves, you should. Because you can see mad results with the 15 pack. And it's really like the shakes 30 and the greens on the go are 30 days. So you're getting a little bit extra, okay? Then after that, if you have people that are on the fence And maybe you've messaged them. I'll bring up a couple other ones from today. Let's see. Okay, so this one I had sent over a couple messages on, and she never saw my last time. So I sent her a voice memo, okay? Because if I've sent them messages before, so go through all of your old inboxes and search a keyword. I don't know if you guys know that you can do that. You can search a keyword and all the messages that will follow up. So I will even make search messages like skeptical, because I say that a lot. I was skeptical too. And I can find those messages. All right. Or start with my team, or, whatever keyword you use to send out your opportunity messages, search that. And if you've messaged them a couple times and they haven't responded, go send them a voice memo. You guys, I could play this for you guys. It is wretched. Like, it is horrible. I say about 15 times, but it's genuine. That is really me. Like, I stutter and I don't know what I'm saying, and I probably repeat myself, but they can hear that and they can hear the genuine out of my voice. So, and it takes a lot less time to sit there and send a voice memo than it does to type up everything. And so if you have people that you've talked to before that they haven't responded, shoot them over a message, because guess what? They can't listen to that message. Like, they can proofread a text before they open it. And so sometimes I like to send a voice memo, because then I can see if they've seen it. And it's been awesome. So I have been following up with so many people today, but the key thing to any part of our business, let alone when there's a promo or not, is be genuine. Pray about the people you really want on your team and give everyone the same equal opportunity. Whether you think they're going to be good in the business or not isn't really up to us. All we can do is offer them the opportunity. If they don't want to, then offer them to be a customer. That's it.
It's funny that you just said that, because there was a girl that used to live on the same road as Aspen, and after our business closed, Aspen and her were talking. I'm probably butchering this story, but Aspen and her were talking, and she had said something like, yeah, I never thought that I thought you didn't think I'd be good at what you did because you never asked me. And Aspen was like, ooh, so what, Amber just said, you guys, don't make somebody's decision for them. Don't think that they're not going to be good at it. Let them decide. Let them make that. And again, that's where I just always feel bad. If I don't ask somebody, you guys, get in the mindset that you have something so awesome that you have your hands on that everybody deserves to know about what we're doing or the products that we have, because it's such value. So, okay, Amber, were you going to say something else?
Yep. There was a comment in the chat. So what I say to people that say they're too busy and don't think they can do this, I say, how many times do you usually post on social media a day? And they know I'm at their profile looking and counting right now anyways, right? And so I say, if I can teach you how to build this business in 10 minutes to 1 hour a day, and I can help you be successful, is that worth your time? You're going to say yes or no. Everybody has 10 minutes on the toilet. Get over yourself. You do. If not, some people literally sit an hour on the toilet all day long, between 10 minutes here and there. So that's how I build my business. Or you can say something like, girl, I know how you feel. I felt that same way. And you know what I love about us busy people is we get stuff done. So that way they're like, oh shoot, my excuse is not valid with her anymore. That's what I would say.
I love that. And you guys, pretty much every single person has some sort of objection at one point or another. I did, I had a million of them. So get to the point where you're not scared of the objection, because it's coming. It's going to come. Get comfortable with it and learn. Amber taught me feel, felt, found, what she just said, and it saves my butt every single time, because once you can get through that objection and you can talk real with somebody about why you signed up, why you started, why did they want to sign up, then you've got somebody who's going to run. Okay, so Amber, one of the things that when I first started following you just on social media, you always post these super intriguing things. And I'm like, what does she mean by that? And how if somebody's messaging, what are they going to say? So if you're saying the next 20 people to drop an emoji, so can you give us some examples of some posts that are not just join my team and you get a fit 15 for free,
A lot of it is thinking outside of the box. So most of the time my post, I didn't come up with. So I'm not going to take credit for 99% of my posts. But actually, give me just 1 second. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So one of the things that I usually like to post about is engagement as well as intriguing them. So just like you said, there's a lot to it, but not really, because it's just taking something else and thinking outside of the box. And normally I'm not good at that. I also like to save posts that get a lot of engagement on them to reuse them. And I know my girls who enroll customers, that's what they do. They literally repost the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm like, she just posted that 3 hours ago, but she posted it again and she don't care. So I have the post that I made today that was really awesome. I have 27 comments on it. And it says, is anyone looking for a part-time job? I have one position to fill tonight. It's from home, your phone, so you can live anywhere and already have a job. Must have good work ethic. And 27 comments. And so then a lot of them I've already talked to about the business. Some of them are customers. But you guys, I'm shocked that these girls have no idea what I'm doing. They have no idea. And that's a reflection on like, gosh, I feel like everyone knows that. Like I've been in almost 6 years. Everyone should know, this shouldn't be any surprise. But they're like, I have no idea what you do. I'm like, really? That's so weird. But people are saying like, yeah, I'd love details. And then again, some of them I've talked to before. Some of them have done other businesses and didn't really work out. And so just picking up the conversation where I left off is really key. But a lot of them, I just sent that voice memo. And I said, hey, I'm not sure what, and there's some people I'm like, I know you know what I do. But I said, this work from home position is for my company that I work for, that I'm a leader in. And you guys can all say this too, that I'm a leader in. And I'm looking for people who are really serious, about doing what I do. And if that's not something for you, oh my gosh, please just let me know so we can end this conversation. Please let me know if this is not for you. But if you might have a friend that might want to do what I do. And so do the takeaway. Don't be afraid to take that away from them and just say, you know what, it's totally okay if it's not for you, but gosh, I think you would do awesome at this business. Man, I have been waiting for this day that you would comment or see or be ready for an extra income. I know you've been watching me for 5 years, for 6 months, right? However long you've been in. I know you've been watching me. When are you going to take the leap? And just make that like super, super genuine conversation. So you can, carry on that conversation with them.
Yeah. And I think you guys, like going back to the objections too, like most people want to do something else, right? Most people want more money. They're just like scared, or they don't think that they'd be good at it. And so one thing that I've learned is by telling them like, you would be so good at this, like reassure people and say like, I'm going to be here with you. You're not going to be in this alone. I think that goes like such a long way because they are scared. I remember when I went to Mike's 20th year high school reunion, and I never met any of these people. And literally every single person that I met that night had been following us. And they had said like, oh, I see what you do. I could never do that, but I think it's awesome. And I left there going, all of them wish that they could do what I do. And now I have the job to follow up with all of them and reassure them that they can. But a lot of people want what we have. They're just scared. So, okay. Go ahead.
I think too, a lot of people don't even know what we do right. Or how accessible or easy it is.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. They have no idea like exactly like how to do it, or even if it's available to them, Okay. So what are some like last minute tips for like a promo like this that you could leave us with that people could just rock this out and kill it during this week?
The person I remember Pam telling me this a long time ago, and she says the person who wraps the most wins. And I feel like with distributors and promotions like this, the person who asks the most wins. You have to go ask. There is so many times where you can post on social media all day long. That has got to be a habit at this point. It is getting personal. It is getting out of your comfort zone, and it is asking. The worst they're going to say is no. And no doesn't mean no forever. It means not right now. And you know what my mantra is for this month? Okay. My mantra is everyone I talk to says yes. And I am telling myself that like a crazy person. And you guys, every single person I've talked to has said yes.
Oh, I love
the
that.
person who asks the most wins. And you got to believe it though, right? You have to believe that is truth. Even people are saying, yeah, I'll think about it. Man, that's still a yes. Like that's not a no, I'm blocking you. That's a yes. And so the people who, and the leaders that are like, okay, here's my opportunity. I'm uncomfortable. I don't really like it. I've never messaged before. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do when I get 5 distributors and my life's already crazy and I don't have a schedule and I'm not organized? What am I going to do? You guys leap, the net will always appear. Go and ask people over and over and over. Go ask new people. Go ask all of you scared of and just say, you got to do this with me. It's been 5 years you've watched me. It's been 5 months. I don't care if you've been in 5 days. Go tell them they have to do this with you. And you can even say, do you trust me? Okay, then let's do this. And this morning, and I want to kind of eliminate a huge fear that I know a lot of people have is they say, well, what if they get in and they fail and they don't do anything with the business? I feel like that holds a lot of people back from even asking. You guys cannot take fault for their failure and you cannot take credit for their success. And when you as a leader get that in your mind that someone on my team could be an ambassador diamond, that's not my doing. Surely I may have assisted in that, but that is not my success. And when you as a leader will not take credit for their success, then you will. And you got to give everyone the same equal opportunity.
I love you.
I love you. I wish I was in Florida with you guys.
I know. You will be in a week.
I know I will be. I'm excited.
I can't wait. Okay, so everybody is going to get off the Zoom tonight, and we are going to get to work, and we are going to go double our teams because Aspen just leaked a bunch of stuff and said that there's going to be some awesome promos. I'm so excited. You guys, if you guys were in last year, you know what happened at Green Carpet. It literally blew up everybody's business. It was insane, and I am so flipping ready for the momentum. But you know what? We don't need corporate to come out with a promo to give us momentum. We can decide right now that we're going to create momentum in our own business, in our own lives by us taking that action and taking that next step. So you guys, Amber and Aspen just gave you guys so many nuggets tonight. So I want you to at least take 1 to 2 things that they told you and go implement it tonight. Okay? Do it tonight in your business. Thank you, Amber, for coming on, taking time away from your family and your team and your cute animals and your dogs and your cats and everybody else and hanging out with us tonight. And Aspen, thank you too.
Thank you. Love you guys.
You're so welcome. See ya.
All right, guys. See you later.